Welcome to Chellington 17, episode 19, with me, Mr. Searly P. So, after the busyness of the forestry episode, that doesn't look like it's going to ease off at all. Looking at the map on the growth, we have got field 3 at the top, we've got field 16 at the bottom, which are contracting fields, which are ready for harvesting. We've got our own fields. 1, 10 and 11 are all ready for harvesting, and 6 looks like it's on its final growth stage. So that's all going well. Someone did leave a comment actually the other day asking me whether or not you can use the weeder on other growth stages. It does say first only, and the fact I've used it twice, once before the first growth stage, once after, I don't know if you can. Might be worth a try actually. You never know. But I'm going to do a bit of contracting first. I'm going to start off on the small field and do a bit on there, and then on the bigger field, 16, and then I'll probably move round to doing something on one of my own fields, maybe field 1, to try and fit the all into an episode. So let's see what they're offering on here. 23,000 for a 48-minute job with a New Holland CR 1090. I'll go on then. I always like the fact it looks like it's just been parachuted in. I do have to go over the crops to get to the header, which is a bit naughty. I did not want to slow down at all. Turn the combine on. Combine. Oh dear, I'm struggling today. I'm not turning on the combine at all. And off we go. More money in the bank. Next thing I think I'm aiming for is replacing the Massey Ferguson. Or possibly, rather than replacing it, adding to is the other option. So I'm not sure at the moment, but that's what I'm aiming for. And there you have it. What's that? 33, 34, 34,500. Excellent. Let's have a look. I will crack on and do some more contracting. Some contracting work later. If I look it on the map. Spend a lot of time looking at the map. Field 3 has been harvested. It's been slurry injected. It's been cultivated and it's been reseeded. It's now got corn in it. There's a fair bit of contracting, and that's the smaller of the 3 fields in all honesty, which has left me not too bad off. So I'm in a position now to do what I was intending to do, which means getting rid of the Massey Ferguson 7726. This has been a brilliant tractor, I have to say. Not that I've never been a lover of Massey Fergusons. Never really used them before until FS15. I remember when I was growing up as a kid and being obsessed with farms, and and used to be able to get all the Britain's toys and that kind of stuff. Massey Ferguson was the only tractor company I knew as a kid growing up. If it wasn't a Massey Ferguson, it wasn't a tractor. It was just weird. So, unfortunately, I am selling 86,000, which means now I can purchase my new tractor. Now I have left the front loader over there with the new bucket, because at some point I'm going to buy another tractor with the front loader, but this is to replace that one. I have got the telehandler, so I have still got a vehicle. So I'm going to get the Massey Ferguson Black Edition. So I'm not coming away from Massey Ferguson. Now this was on the PlayStation Store to download as part of the FS17 Premium Edition. When I pre-ordered, you get the can't remember what it's called now, mine's gone blank, doesn't matter, but the season pass thing. So this was available to download. So you got the 8727, which is 300 horsepower, the 8732, which is 350, or the 8737, which is 400 horsepower. Go big or go home. So I'm going to go for the big one. Twin wheels, wide tyres, wheel weights, standard. I'm going for wide tyres. I normally make mine all look a bit chunky. I don't know why. Just a habit. So that's going to be 306,400. It's going to be a 400 horsepower tractor though. Buy it. Now, I'm looking up at my figure now and thinking, oh, 197,000. But like I said, there's a load of contracting work on field 16 to be done. There's my fields directly opposite here. 10 and 11 are ready for harvesting. And I still haven't finished off the wheat harvest on field 15. So, plenty to do. So, let's have a look. 8737. It's nice, isn't it? Big. Very big. I do like the black kind of like low visibility 3-point linkage on there as well. I suppose being the black edition it would have, wouldn't it? That looks amazing. Those tyres make it look ridiculous. I don't mean in a bad way ridiculous, I mean in a good way. Okay. So I'm looking in the cab. All very plush and very fancy. I do like the sunroofs on these, they're really cool. Not these particularly, but a lot of the new tractors. So, start it up. Lights. Rear lights. Main beam. Beacons. Very nice. Let's get this back to the farm. Does sound good. Visibility is good out of it. Considering how wide a tractor this is, it looks very narrow from in here. But then to be fair, I think the seating position's quite a long way back in this. Because on 15, you could only normally sort of see half of the steering wheel. You were much closer to the windscreen. That might just be me, but... Field 6 looks great. Question now is it bigger than the Deutz-Fahr? Where's I park the Deutz-Fahr? Just here. It certainly looks a little bit bigger, if not on par. Way more horsepower though. Very nice. Nice new purchase for the farm. Okay, so the question now is, do I continue and get these contracting jobs out of the way, do 16? It always worries me if you leave it too long, the kind of AI on the computer automatically harvests it and goes through the next cycle, then you miss out on potentially a load of contracting jobs. If I do it off screen, it's not going to affect you at all, so it kind of makes sense. I will. I think it's probably... Let's see what they're asking first, though. How long is it going to take? 123 minutes. Okay, that's an hour. But then compared to my mammoth potato harvest, what's an hour? Let's actually come out and see if it will offer me with a bigger harvester. That's same time. Don't think it's going to give me any other options. Okay, that's not so bad. 50 minutes, let's cut it down a little bit. Okay. Okay. See you on the dark side. Okay. 72,500. Lovely. Right then. What have we got? I shall continue contracting. So that's all the contracting I can do for the time being. I am on field 16. And I have just finished all the contracting I can do on that particular field. It has been harvested, it has been slurry injected, it's been cultivated and it's been seeded. It's now got soybean in it. And I am now on 392,000, which is pretty good going, I have to say. So I'm going to wait till morning before I start on the harvest on my own field, but we're doing all right again. Overnight wasn't too bad. I didn't lose too much money, in all honesty. The actual, I think the price for milk is higher than it was in Gold Coast Valley, because considering I only had 10 cows, my milk selling almost kind of covered the cost of everything, which is pretty good. Obviously I haven't got a huge amount of machinery and I haven't got that many animals, so my animal costs and that kind of thing weren't too high. But anyway, that being said, I'm opposite field 11. I had a bit of a weird one. I went over, grabbed the harvester, grabbed the corn header, because I was going to do the sunflower field first on field 10. Got it all set up, all ready to go. Realised very, very quickly that with the header on, I couldn't get through any of the gates, the single gates. So I drove all round the houses, round the side of fields, managed to get to where I needed to be. Only to check the price, and the price for sunflowers dropped dramatically, while the price for soybean was going up. So what I've done is, with the Deutz file, which is still attached on the front of there, I've brought the header over to do soybean. Got my trailers ready to load up. So what I'm going to do is drop off this header. I'm going to put the lights on because it seems to be still relatively dark. Bear in mind it's only 5:30 in the morning. So it's going to seem a bit weird saying this now, but because of the way I'm recording this, It is the 1st of January, so Happy New Year to all of you out there. Hope you had a good night last night. Why is this not working? Is it because it's still hooked up to the vehicle? That's probably what it is, isn't it? Of course it is. Move that way. Now it should work. Yes. New Year's resolutions made, no doubt. Oh, I keep doing that. It goes way too far forward. Okay. Well, for you and your families, I wish you a healthy and prosperous New Year. Looking forward to 17. 16's been an odd one. Because for me, I started YouTubing. And it's going well. Like I said at Christmas, it's quite impressive. Okay. It's one of those moments where your mind goes blank. Oh, I know what it is. What a twit. I didn't fold the header. That's probably why. Now it will turn on, of course it will. No, I've just done the wrong button. Oh, what is wrong with me today? That's better. Now I'm hoping the yield's going to be quite good on this. It's a big field. I'm going to do probably 1 or maybe 2 headlands. Or what I might do is, as I said before, once I've managed to work out the rectangle, it's probably from this corner set it off on its rectangle. That'll make life a bit easier. But there we go. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, a healthy and prosperous New Year. I think that's what we're all looking forward to. And yeah, it's my YouTube channel's doing all right. Since I spoke on Christmas Day episode that I posted, and I was just on the cusp of 150 subscribers, and I said then it seemed a bit of a joke to people that are on, thousands of subscribers. Between Christmas and New Year, I'm now up to 200, so I've jumped 50 subscribers in 5 days, 6 days. So thank you to all of you that have subscribed. Keep doing what you do, keep subscribing, keep viewing, tell your friends, share the videos. But yeah, so it's been a good year for me, 16. A few ups and downs, like everyone has in their lives, don't they? Bumps in the road. Some bumps are bigger than others. But I think on the whole, life is generally strung together with good moments and bad moments. The good moments are only good because you have bad ones, otherwise you wouldn't know they were good. But anyway, enough of the philosophical nonsense. Let's get on with farming. So, the big case, the 9230. The yield doesn't seem to be too bad on this, and the price is about 1,600 per 1,000 litres for soybeans. So what I'm hoping to do is, let's say, fill up those 2 Fliegls, so I should have 64,000 litres to get rid of. Now I'm assuming that as soon as I dump that first load and come back to do the next load, the price will start to fall because I've sold. So that's really the case, is trying to get as much sold as quickly as I can. I suppose what I could do is probably another couple of trailers, and then try and load a load up and get them all done really, really quickly. That would be the obvious way, wouldn't it? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is mop up some of the side bits of the first 2 strips I've done. Then when I get back up to the other end, this isn't going to be far off full soon. When I get up to the top end, I'm going to then run my strip down to give me the rectangle this side, mop up any of the odds and ends, and then I can set the worker off on the centre section, which should work fine. So, I'll carry on doing that for a bit, and I'll see you in a little while. You don't want to watch me harvest an entire field. Well, you might do, I don't know actually. Maybe you do. Shouldn't really be leaving my gates open. So I'm now on the rectangle, done the rest, lights are flashing, beacons are flashing, whatever you want to call them. So I'm going to unload. I have to say, after my initial kind of being impressed, the yield's not as high as I thought it was going to be, considering all the work fertilising and everything else. But then I know soybeans do yield low, because the price is high, generally. That's how it works. But I just thought it was such a big field, I thought the yield would be higher. But anyway, not to worry. It's going well. Not sure I'll fill both of these. I have to say, the new Massey Ferguson is pulling these really well. Should do, it's 400 horsepower. Just jump up on the roof. What a lovely morning. Every day's a lovely day on Farming Simulator, even when it's raining. And there you have it. Field 11 has been harvested. 51,457 litres of soybean. Not as much as I thought it was going to be, but I have to say, not bad. If I think to Goldcrest Valley, when I was doing my soybean harvests, I had about 4 or 5 fields that all had soybean in. I was only getting about this kind of yield off of those 4 or 5 fields, yeah, about that. So to get this off of one, that's pretty good going. Now, while the worker was plugging up and down doing that, I did have a quick look on the map at my animals, and all of their cleanliness was down. The cleanliness of the sheep was down to about 40%, so I went over and with the telehandler, just went round, cleared up their areas, and we have a new arrival. On the pigs, we've had a birth. We now have 11. I only bought 10, so we have a new pig, which is all good. That's the pig that didn't cost me anything. So this will now go over to Chellington store, and we'll see what we're going to get for it. Then maybe think about doing the harvest on 10. That being said, over the course of the night, field 17, which is a contracting field, is ready to harvest. I've still got 10 that I was talking about. I've still got the rest of 15, which has got wheat in it, which is my monster field. One has got canola, oilseed rape, and all of the fields on 6, apart from the little strip there, are all ready to harvest as well. So potentially a lot of harvesting to be done. I won't show all of the harvesting on the screen. You'll get bored. You really will get bored of just watching harvesting. But using the new weeder, some of the new bits and bobs like that might be a bit interesting. I've got a few other jobs I want to try out. I saw on one of the mod, I follow, is it on FSUK, whichever, anyway, that somebody has converted over the Krone Big M with a big mower for 17. Whether or not that's going to appear on the mod hub for PlayStation 4, I don't know. I really hope so. I had a wish list when I was on 15 for 17 coming out. The wish list was for modded maps, English maps, done. It was for conveyor belts, done, and for the Chrome Big M. If the Chrome Big M comes up, that's it. That's my wish list for 17. Complete. So off to Chellington store I go. How much I'll get, I don't know. God, that was really embarrassing. I will never do that again, I promise. So, in the next episode, probably going to... Actually, I don't know. I'm not even going to say what I'm going to do. I don't know yet. I'm going to do some off-screen contracting. That is for definite, because Field 17 needs doing. So there'll be more money in the bank. That much I do know. Possibly a third tractor, possibly some more animals, possibly both. I want to get the angle right so I can do one trailer than the next. So I come in from this end, although it's got that really bumpy end to it for some reason. It's not too bad. So let's do this trailer first and see what we rack up. $53,462. And 30,000. So that's 83,000, nearly 84,000 pounds. That's good. That really is good. Fantastic. So my mind is still whirring away as to what to do next. Stay tuned. The next episode will be a surprise. Something for you to look forward to, I hope. So that is the end of this episode. Bit of contracting work, field 11 now cleared of soybean, so there will need to be work done on that, preparing that for the next crop going in. Lots of fields ready for harvesting, new machinery, the 8737, the Monster Massey, Black Edition. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Loads more coming your way. Lots of ideas, lots of things we can be getting on with. I am torn as to whether or not to start a Let's Play on Culver Park Farm after Bullet Bill's comments about enjoying my tour video. Whether or not to go over and do that as a Let's Play. Anyway, that may be in addition to, I don't know, we'll have to see. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Screenshots are appearing on my Facebook page, not as regularly as they should be, but regularly. It's under Mr. Silly P. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.